Hey, before we begin, the webcam microphone was picking up my audio, so not the black mic in front of me. I wish I could have it any other way, but this is a reaction. It'd be inauthentic if I faked it. This is what we're doomed with, and there's no one more disappointed than I am. I hope you still can enjoy this. You're watching my favorite YouTube channel, Iyanu Child of Wonder. Episode 5 is out, and I'm reacting to this. And I want to make an observation. We're getting dangerously close to the final Iyanu comic. There haven't been that many. I think they're at 19 comics. I've seen material on this show up to issue 14. How many episodes left do we have? And how much into the the filler territory will we start entering? I just checked and there's 15 episodes that they're gonna do. We're only at episode 5. We're gonna cover the whole entire book by at least 7 or 8. Then what? That's the mystery. That's what no one's asking, bro. And I'm curious to what they do and fearful of what they do.
I am Shasha, and we are the people of the deep. Surrender her now or everything burns. You have exactly 5 seconds. Warriors of the deep, my name is Kung Fu.
Nah, he told you you have 5 seconds. I don't think you can reason with him. Hey man, I'm here for you and Taro Adun. We got the same plans. Nah, good luck, Kung Fu. Oh, did you see that? They got it to the little formation. Man, they already knew the counter strike to that. We just get on our backs and someone's gonna leap up. Oh, the deep are not to be played with. What, they were going for a strike to kill. This guy actually swung. That was a whole strike, bro. And the other one wasn't gonna stop. They're trying to actually take your life, not knowing that you're the chosen and that's who they're here for. Well, what terrible soldiers, man. The main guy wouldn't have done that. Cliffhanger. Straight into, oh, you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. How are you gonna ensure people are gonna watch? Well, here comes Echo and is running, and we cut to black. Listen to our song. Come back after this commercial break. I hate it, but I love it. I hate it because, you know, suspense, right? Give me what I want. I love it because you're trying to ensure straight ratings, television ratings. You're trying to keep people watching the ads so that you can sell it to these advertisers more for season 2, season 3. She has that 10-inch vertical, and she just places the unnatural power, or natural power, or supernatural, whichever one it is. And now she's going to cleanse Akun, but hopefully she can cleanse him for the long term. Not every opponent is your enemy. Not every enemy is your opponent. Very profound. Good to hear. And she will successfully heal the beast. Akun is on their team. It's that easy. Right?
You're looking for me?
Then you got some expressive eyes right there. We're done battling Akun. I think we have solved it. I think he remembers her. She remembers him now. We're at a place where we were, okay, yes, just like that. It's simple. And now let's get some personality for Akun, because I don't feel like the comic book accomplished that. I want to see more from you. I want to see you talk. I mean, maybe all we have time right now is for you to escape, but later on in this episode, show me who Akun is.
What are you doing?
It's all right.
Remember, his eyes turned yellow. They're not red anymore. Don't you watch cartoons?
I'm so bored. Join the show, they said. It will be fun, they said.
Hey man, join the issue, they said. It will be fun, they said. It's how I would have delivered the line. This is another one of those, well, this is the dialect that they speak English in, and so I have to just accept it, but it didn't sound delivered properly. It's a minor complaint, but it's a complaint. Join the issue, they said. It'll be fun, they said. He didn't deliver it that way. He did it like he was reading it off of lines.
Oh, I could kill for a mango.
Yo, that little diamond weapon that she has right here, I like.
Halt! In the name of the Oba.
Like, this thing is supposed to just free her out of all the whole entire jail. That's going to be sick. And that's not exactly how it happens in comics, but I'm here for that. I'm here just to remind you that I've read it, and I'm here to tell you that this is going to be a different experience. Instead, she's supposed to, in a way, seduce or she's going to soften up the male guard, and she gets the keys from him that way. The way she did it now was different.
Sleep, children.
Miranda Witch, there's no escape.
You lack imagination.
What's your imagination escape?
Quickly!
Oh, that's imaginative. And she's just what, gonna fly above? She gonna use the diamond? Can she stand on the diamond and then can she ascend with that? Will she just knock down some rocks into some rock stairs? Will it be a spiral staircase going all the way up? Why did they cover the screen? I want to know how. I don't lack imagination, but I'd like to be shown. But I don't even get shown. I guess the book is important.
Oye.
Ekun, play nice.
Divine creature.
Yo, this guy's been reading about the fairy tales. This guy's telling his dad about it all, and now he feels validated. But at the same time, he's hiding behind these baskets while his dad is fighting the real fight. He doesn't know what to do because he just softened up to Iyanu now. He went from just helping you hunt her to go, wait, that would mean that she's the chosen, and then that also means that this is her beast. All of it's true. I want to be playing with them. I don't want to be over here. This is the switching side moment of this his tale.
Make way. The leader of the Ashore is mine.
Ooh, I like that. I like that the top guy is facing the top guy. The leader of the Eshu's mind make way. Okay. And you know if Kanfu does win, the other four guys are gonna jump him. There's a reason why they're still surrounded. If you really, really had honor, you would say, go, he's all mine.
I had a son once too.
I had a son once too, and then it cuts to Biggie. Hello?
Hello.
Wait.
You're from the
You're
city.
that boy from the city.
That's exactly what she says comics-wise, except he's supposed to be hiding behind a tree and they're outside. Either way, this is how he joins. The difference doesn't make a difference to me. In fact, actually, they're making the episode or the fighting with the Deep a little longer than what we got, which was a couple of page turning. So again, animation wins. It will always, always make the comic books better because they can add more to it. They have the benefit of having music underneath everything. The way that the voices inflect the messages. I prefer animation over comics all the time.
Trust me, Ri. We're not done yet.
Yeah, let's see how proficient you are, bro. I think that last time we seen her just make a flower petal. This time everything's blue. She's kind of confident. She's accepted her role. She's got 7, 8 enemies ahead of her. I think this is going to be really cool. Oh, that's very powerful. You got this guy. He's so extra. Well, what we're seeing now is a step up, a big step up from what she was able to do. She was telling herself empathy. She's telling herself, I can concentrate and I gotta have my good inner thoughts that are happy, positive. She got Ekun. She feels like she can do anything now. How do we even the scales with her powers? She's about to save everyone she wants to save right now. Will she get tired? Like, what will happen to make it not successful? Because if you can do that, you can do everything. And you can make sure that the Deep are locked up. Kanfu doesn't get back to Elu. You can make sure you win. The river settlement wins. So, how do we escape this predicament, knowing that we're undermatched and that there's still more progression to be done with her powers and even her supporting characters, Biggie and Toye? It looks like she has everything under control if she can do that move. So to me, I go, the numbers game will add up, or she will be fatigued because she can't keep doing this. She's still new. Those guys have swords, man. Yeah, you get one guy with a rock in his head, but this punching these guys, I don't like that fighting, no. Thumbs down. Let's replay that for a second. The rock hitting that guy's head, understood. That's why it took him down. Now there's 3 more people, and they have swords, which it's been established in lore. Swords are sharp. How does he take them? Head on. He punches one, and the second one, while he's winding up, gets punched. Nah, I don't like that. We gotta rethink that. Animator, fight coordinator, step it up.
On your left.
What? Did he stop it with his wristband? So those swords aren't sharp. Then why even wield them? Is there like a shortage of steel or metal outside the walls and the deep can't usually find a sharp sword? That looks like a rock now. Yeah, that's not a sword. I was wrong. They're fighting with different tools. He just took out some guards. A boy just was able to do that. Now, he could be this prodigy fighter, or it could be very unbelievable because even if he's a prodigy fighter, those men are on the fighting squad of the Deep. I would like to believe that the Deep has enough men where they wouldn't have someone going on a mission like this being able to be thwarted. Two of them being thwarted by a boy. Not one of them, multiple of them got their asses handed to them by this boy. I don't like that. I think there's better ways to do it. I think they can outsmart. I think they can trap. I think they can run this way. They're underneath the heavy, thing. So we knock down the barrel, and there's just a domino effect of where now things collapsed all on those soldiers. There's ways to defeat them without, okay, yeah, that's only round one. I got you here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Pow, pow, pow. Kids shouldn't be able to defeat older people. Not that many older people, man. I'm willing to suspend my disbelief a lot. That's why I can accept a hyper beam coming out of the mouth of Ekun. I don't think this was the right way to go. Because now there's an expectation of how strong Bi is that they may not live up to.
Of course I am. These guys aren't so tough after all. Thanks, In.
Can't call her that word. I like that theme. I think that's the last time you'll ever call her an inner.
That's not happening.
Again with the voice acting. That's not happening. It's how I would have delivered that line, or a different way. The dialect, bro. And then no one's in that room to say, that's not how we wrote it that way and you read those words, but that's not how the character's supposed to say it. And then the actor's supposed to go, well, I don't use this slang, or I don't talk this way, so I don't know how it's supposed to sound. Don't worry, we'll make a phone call with somebody who does speak that way. How would you deliver? That's not happening. Well, yeah, that's how I would do it. No, that's not happening. Why don't you just change the word? Why does it have to be, that's not happening? Use it in a style of wording that you would use it. These are easy fixes. But I do like the teeth kissing all the time.
Thanks for standing up for me against those bullies.
It's all right, Toya. Everybody makes mistakes.
Hey, this gives them character. I like it. And I'm with B. This isn't really the right time for this. Okay, you can do that. See, that's what I mean. You can do that. No, I don't want to hear anything about, oh man, we're no good if we get caught, so I guess we gotta escape. There's so many of them. You just did that. How many arrows? I still see, 3 arrows in the back of him right now? You can probably take out everyone with that.
We're coming.
Ah, yes. Let's see what's going on here in the palace. Oba and Chancellor Oyo Noru, what you got? Last we heard, you were dealing with the red mystical artifact that was going to corrupt you.
The container. Open the container. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Enough!
Chancellor Noros are outed. That's why that's why we don't play with the dark side, man. We gotta stay on the up and up. Be like Iyanu, not Chancellor Nuro.
Mama Showa!
I didn't see a body. Still alive.
No one could have survived this.
What do you know, city boy?
I'm sorry.
What do you know, city boy? I'm sorry. Not, what do you know, city boy? The delivery. No one's checking them on it.
I wanted a son.
Oh,
I thought that dream was long lost.
but
But it all changed when I met you.
when I
I
met
am
you,
so proud of what you've become. Here, you will need these. They belong to your father.
it's a good thing that they were within reach. What is it with mentors and not lasting? And did she say, maybe I missed it, did she say that you three are gonna need to do it together? Or did she just say you two? Comics, she says you 3. And they're like, what? There's a third? Toye? Cut back to this fight here. The 2 big ones. Who's going to take it? I think Kanfu has to lose because they got to separate him from Toye. Won't even let you find
He's just a boy. People like you took my boy away.
People took my boy away. Come on, dude. People like you took my boy away. This is more than foreshadowing, dude. B is your son. And you're going to see those beads that Shawu just gave him, right? And he's going to say, those are my lucky beads. No, these are my father. And then he'll take off his mask, and then his face is animated just the same way B is animated.
The Esho's leader is broken.
No, he's not. But your mask is. Let's see what you look like.
Retreat!
Retreat. This will be interesting. He's going to stick around, and we'll see if he can take on the Deeps all, which he won't be able to. But we'll have him on the outsides. I think we're escaping the Elu part of it. Because think about how Olori's gone from Elu, and he's outside. Toye, all of them are outside of Elu. That political stuff is coming to an end. Good. What's happening within the walls is less interesting. Now the Chancellor, he's corrupted. He's going to be working on behalf of the not the Agoni, not the Chosen, but the one that was disgraced, the Fallen. I think maybe it was his name. He'll be acting on the Fallen's behalf, and even he's going to leave Elu. The river settlement was taken over.
Jaja, you're injured. Do not touch me.
Jaja is how you say this dude's name with a red eye. Still angry, do not touch me. You see the scars on his body that have been healed up now. Alright.
What about our troops? Bringing an army will only slow us down. We may have...
They have even more men then. What about our troops? Yeah, bringing an army will slow us down. Who are your top fighters? The only kind of man who stands out outside of the leader Jaja is this dude he's talking to. Every other fighter, their masks are covered, and the hairstyles aren't too fancy, and we haven't even heard them have a voice yet. Jaja's the only one from the deep I'm supposed to care for. And he said, we gotta get Kanfu. He was right in front of you earlier, right? When you're on the opposite side of the fire. Why didn't you get him then? You want to get him with people. Terrible nights.
I couldn't help anyone.
Nope.
My home.
Yeah, he's the one who's going to be affected the most from that. This is the him episode right now. If you think about it, he was very missing in the last week's episode. But here he is. See his fighting prowess, and then we see his dad, potentially. They foreshadowed it. And now we see him losing his home. And we saw him lose his mentor figure. Mentor figures always gotta die, and the guy will, no, go, my destiny fulfilled. He had that. This was his episode.
Mama Shewa.
Good episode. Very good job. I loved everything here. Except for the speaking parts that didn't sound like a person who speaks the language should deliver the lines. But this was a solid episode again. The fear of, oh my god, they're catching up to the comic books, maybe isn't there as much. It still exists, but isn't there as much because they didn't advance too much comic lore. Instead, they stuck on the devastating nature of the river settlement being burned to the crisp and losing Mama Showa. They hit on the emotion fact of it. The fighting needs help. I think there was a fighting maneuver that Olori did where she put her hands on the floor and she kind of did a hit-on-top. She spinneroonied. I think I saw Iyanu. She did an episode earlier, didn't she? So similar fighting. She probably learned it just directly from her. Chancellor Nuro, mini moment here in the chambers. They're still gonna talk about how the poor in the city are upset with the way the rich are handling it. That's just something that's happening over there to be built on. We'll probably get a next week's episode might be heavy on the Alu part of it, and we can close that out. How is she gonna escape? We just saw her escape the jail. How is Olori gonna escape the entire city? Will she hop on the back of a caravan? Does she have an animal friend? Does she ride on the diamond, the purple diamond that she uses? What's the escape route there? I want to get an answer to that. Another good one. Another good one. Another good week. I'm comfortable with the pace that the show is on, and I'm comfortable with the entertainment value that they bring. What do you guys think about it? Ask me a question. What am I not talking about? Do you notice that I'm like too heavy on Iyanu and I'm not enough on the supporting characters? Or you think of the opposite way around? How do you think about this? Iyanu had those forest powers and she has the vines coming out of the ground. The roots were thick and strong, and she just used it one time. We didn't see her revisit using it. So is there a limitation on it or not? There could not be. So that's a question that needs answering. And what else can she do after this? And who's going to teach her what she can do more of? She knows natural, unnatural, and supernatural. And she has that. She has the eyes turning blue. She's got good accuracy with her arrow. How do you use these powers to win and free Yorubu land and uncorrupt every beast? And we gotta take over the Oba, who's had some nefarious ways of taking over the land, right? Didn't even realize that was still up there. So, good job. I'm gonna give him a sitting ovation again. Chill out, thumbs me up. Next time you see me talk Iyanu, or before this even goes up, you'll probably see a little breakdown of comparing the comics, comparing it to the TV show. Thank you to the new subs. Thank you to everyone who popped up last week for a video I just had. It was out for a day, it was out for 2 days, and then it just gets 2,000 views amazingly. The YouTube algorithm, bro, or someone at YouTube manually decided to boost it. Whatever it is, there's a new audience here. Thank you for being an Iyanu watcher and then going to me for reaction videos and post Iyanu coverage. I appreciate you. Chillmonger is my name. I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm out. Bye.